Valorant is a game where every millisecond counts. Winning or losing a round often comes down to who can outthink, outmaneuver, and outplay their opponents using the right strategies. But what if we told you that some of the most powerful mechanics in the game are abilities that many players overlook? These hidden techniques, secret mechanics, and game-changing interactions could give you the edge you need to dominate the competition. If you want to gain an advantage over your enemies, then stick around. Because today we're diving deep into 5 of the most powerful secret agent abilities in Valorant that most players don't know about. Number 5. K/O's suppression can disrupt more than just abilities. Most players know that K/O's zero/point knife suppresses enemies, preventing them from using their abilities. However, what many don't realize is that his suppression can also disable specific agent utility that has already been placed on the map. This means that if an enemy Cypher has tripwires or a camera set up, or if a Killjoy has her turret or alarm bot positioned, K/O's suppression can turn them off instantly. This can be incredibly useful in breaking enemy setups, as it forces defensive players to reposition. Against teams that rely heavily on traps and sentinel utility, K/O can completely disrupt their plans with a well-placed knife. Many players underestimate the potential of this ability, but when used correctly, it can open up entire bomb sites without even needing to clear utility one by one. But it gets even better. If K/O is in his ultimate, NULL/Kimmed, his suppression pulses over and over, constantly shutting down enemy abilities. This makes him one of the best counters to heavily utility-based agents. Number 4. Sova's Recon Dart can see through walls in unexpected ways. Sova's Recon Bolt is one of the most powerful information-gathering abilities in the game. But did you know it can actually detect enemies through solid walls and structures? While the dart itself does not physically pass through walls, its detection radius works in a way that allows it to scan through certain thin surfaces, spotting enemies who think they are completely hidden. One of the best ways to use this mechanic is to fire a recon bolt at an angle that lands just behind a wall where enemies commonly hide. Because the detection pulse radiates outward, it will scan opponents who might believe they are safe. Some maps have perfect setups where this can be abused, such as shooting a recon bolt onto a box or a thin wooden wall, allowing you to see enemies through an otherwise solid object. High-level players often combine this technique with wallbang shots, using weapons like the Odin or the Operator to eliminate enemies before they even realize they have been spotted. If you master these lineup tricks, you can consistently gain valuable intel while forcing opponents out of hiding. Number 3. Yoru's Fakeout clone can trigger enemy utility. Yoru's Fakeout ability has undergone several changes since the game's launch, but one of the most interesting mechanics is how it interacts with enemy utility. Unlike other decoy abilities in shooters, Yoru's clone actually triggers certain enemy traps and abilities, making it an incredibly useful tool for clearing out defensive setups. For example, if you send Yoru's decoy into an area where Cypher has placed his tripwires, it will break the wire just as a real player would. This forces Cypher to waste utility and can allow your team to push through without worrying about being detected. Additionally, Killjoy's alarm bot will react to Yoru's clone, and even Raze's boombot will chase after it. This small but significant mechanic makes Yoru an excellent counter to agents who rely on area denial. By sending in a fake out before a push, you can safely clear out traps without risking your own life. In the hands of an experienced player, this can turn Yoru into one of the most deceptive and unpredictable agents in the game. Number 2. Astra's Gravity Well can pull the spike out of reach. Astra's Gravity Well is known for being a powerful tool in disrupting enemy movement. But many players don't realize that it can be used for some incredibly creative outplays. One of the most powerful tricks involves using the ability to pull the spike into an unreachable position, completely denying the enemy team the ability to recover it. This trick works especially well in tight spaces near the edges of maps. If an enemy drops the spike in a dangerous location, Astra can time her gravity well to pull it off the edge of a ledge or into a hard-to-reach corner, making it extremely difficult for the enemy team to retrieve. This is especially devastating in late-round situations where time is running out, as it forces opponents to risk their lives just to recover the objective. Another underrated use of the gravity well is pulling enemies out of defusal range in post-plant situations. If you place the well on the spike just as an enemy is trying to defuse, it will forcibly pull them away, buying precious seconds for your team and potentially securing a round win. High-level Astra players use this technique to control fights in ways that no other agent can. Number 1. Phoenix's fire abilities can block vision better than you think. Phoenix is often considered a straightforward duelist, but one of his most overlooked abilities is how effectively his fire-based skills can be used for vision denial. Unlike standard smokes, which block an area with a circular cloud, Phoenix's Blade's Wall provides a flexible, dynamic way to cut off sightlines, allowing for creative and unpredictable plays. One of the best tricks is curving Phoenix's blaze in a way that obstructs enemy snipers without exposing yourself. Since the wall can be bent in real time, you can block specific angles as you move, preventing an operator from holding a crucial sightline. Unlike normal smokes, which disappear after a set time, Phoenix's blaze also heals him, making it even more useful for aggressive plays. Additionally, Phoenix's hot hands can be used to obscure vision in close-quarters fights. Many players think of this ability as just a healing or damage tool, but throwing it directly at an enemy's feet creates a burst of fire that can momentarily blind them, allowing for an easy follow-up kill. These vision-based mechanics make Phoenix much more versatile than most players give him credit for. When used correctly, his fire abilities can manipulate fights in ways that even standard smokes cannot match. Valorant is a game of precision, strategy, and adaptability. While raw aim and reaction time are essential, understanding hidden mechanics and secret agent abilities can set you apart from the competition. Which of these abilities surprise you the most? Are there any hidden tricks you use that other players might not know about? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Valorant's secret agent abilities, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Stay sharp, keep strategizing, and we'll see you in the next game.